you have any idea of what you're interfering with? The monitor's encephalon has served its purpose. The Reformation has begun. Nothing can stop it. They will be found.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob, I'm from the Insane Gamers. This is part 28 of Halo Infinite on the Xbox One. It's the level, the Command Spire. And, well, we've got to... Well, at first, obviously, I tried to hack that, but unfortunately these sentinels were here. I didn't see them at first. I mean, they're quite slow in coming out, so it was slightly annoying in that fact that, like, you know, I've rushed straight up there to do that, and it was like, oh, yeah, you can't, because these things need to attack you, and you need to kill them all first before you can actually do the thing. I mean, I understand why they did it like this, but it's kind of stupid. Like, why can't you hack something while the enemies are coming? I mean, yes, it's going to cause a cutscene here, but why couldn't the cutscene play afterwards?
The spires are all now active. Oh.
What is it?
I wasn't talking to you. The Reformation is being focused on a specific area called the Silent Auditorium. Interestingly, all the records of its purpose are missing. The only way up is through there. Let's get this over with.
You know, why couldn't I have just, like, hacked... Why couldn't she have hacked the thing and then come, like... And then the cutscene play? That makes sense to me. Like, why is that not a thing that you can do in this game? And also, this is a platforming segment. It's so annoying. I died a couple of times. That's why there was a little bit of an edit. Don't know if you noticed it. I think it kind of blended in quite well with the... With the death. It blended in quite well coming out the cutscene, in my opinion. Because that's what it's meant to do. But I want to come out and say something straight away here. I actually already recorded the commentary for this. But you're never going to see that. This is going to get rendered over the top of it. It's never going to come out. And the reason for it is because I was a bit of an idiot. And this is a bit of a story of, you know... I'm lucky in the fact that, yes, I got scammed, but I was able to get my money back because it's the website that it happened on. It's got a lot of actual, like, buyer protection on it. But it's also, and also it wasn't really that much money. I mean, it was a decent amount of money, but it wasn't, like, you know, an insane amount of money. And really my brain should have gone, yeah, that's a scam. But here's the thing, right? So... At the moment in the UK, like Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Xbox One or the PS4, if you buy it used, it's about 20 quid from the major UK retailer CEX. They specialise in used stuff. It was on this website Vinted. I just discovered it watching some other YouTubers do some like game hunting and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, there's this website, it's got great deals. I'm like, cool. Gonna go on it. Had a look, came up, saw this thing, and Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Xbox One. It was £2. Awesome. Right? Ordered it. Came. Brilliant. And I'm looking for some other deals on the site. And there's a Nintendo Switch console. And really, in my head, my brain went, this needs to be... Like, in my head, my brain went, this is a scam. But my brain also went, but if it isn't, this is the best deal in the world. And what it was it was a Nintendo Switch console and 9 games, and it was £55. And yes, unfortunately, it was a scam because... well, I bought it, and it didn't actually get sent out. I mean, I got a notification saying it's been sent out, but I guess the website, like, contacted the shipping company and they've put a halt on it because it's been. I got a tracking information for it, and it's saying we've got the parcel, but it's not moved for about 5 days now. So, yeah, I don't think this is getting sent out. I don't think this is coming anywhere near me. I reckon there's probably just inside was probably a paper plate or something, or an empty box, whatever. But luckily, Vinted does have a very good buyer protection because what happened is I bought it, and then the next day now bear in mind what made me think this wasn't a scam was I was reading the listing, and they'd actually misspelled some of the games. And my thought was, because here's the thing, when I was watching those pickup videos, they were like, oh yeah, I got this console, and it was like, granted they were older consoles, they weren't Switch or whatever, it was like, oh, I got like a Mega Drive with like 20 games, and it was 30 quid, and I was like, okay, so there's got to be deals on there. So in my head, my brain was like, well, hang on, this must be someone that's like, maybe they're an older person, their kids have moved out, they had a Switch, and they have no idea what it's worth, you know, so they're just selling it, and they just want rid of it. That was in my head. That's obviously not the case, it was a scam, and luckily Vinted has actually refunded me the money. I mean, what happened is that how it was a scam, and I really don't understand why like you would even attempt this, because that's the thing with Vinted. Like they say, if it's a scam, we will refund you your money, and it's like we will side with the buyer, we won't side with the seller, really, because there's stories of people being scammed. Very not scammed, but people like the sellers unfortunately getting scammed is what I should really say. Is like, you know, someone will buy something, and then the way Vinted works is you get 2 days. The money gets taken from your account straight away when you buy it off your card. But what happens is it doesn't get sent to the seller straight away. They get the money after it's been delivered, which is why it's a really stupid place to try and scam someone by selling an item. That doesn't make any sense to me. But it arrives, and then you've got to, like, the buyer is the one that's got it off. Like, say it arrived as it should. So theoretically, like, and this is happening a lot, is apparently like a lot of buyers are just saying, oh, this item didn't actually arrive. Or this item arrived and it wasn't as described. Kind of sucks for the sellers, to be honest. But anyway, so yeah, the Switch bundle was on there, and I saw it and I was like, hang on. And the reason this all relates to Halo and Xbox, I mean, I know I really use this series as a little bit of a vlog anyway, but the reason it relates to it is because I looked it up and I actually saw what it all traded in for at CX, and it actually trades in for about the same price as an Xbox One. An Xbox Series X. So I was like, that's perfect. I want an Xbox Series X. I already have a Switch. I mean, I'd love to keep the games, but unfortunately I would have to get rid of them. But it meant I could get an Xbox Series X, and very simply, essentially for 55 quid if it was a real thing, and that's what it would have been, and that's why I was so happy in the video. I was like, oh my god, I could get you know, it was basically, it wasn't an advert, but it basically felt like an advert after I recorded it. Like, you know, look how great this site is. It's not, it's a good site. I'm gonna say this. I mean, I bought a couple of things from it now, but it's not, you know, you can get scammed on it. Luckily, I got the money back in this situation, but you can get scammed on it. So be careful, is all I'm going to say. But the way I found out it was a scam, actually, is because they'd actually uploaded the same listing the next day for the same price. Obviously, exact same photos and spelling mistakes in the thing. And at first I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe they're an idiot. And then I was like, no, that's a scam. And then the account got, I didn't even report it, actually. I was about to report it. But the account got banned by Vinted, like automated, I guess, system determined that, you know, you just posted this yesterday and it was sold, so clearly you're not actually trying to sell the item that's listed here. So yeah, they got banned, and then literally every day since, the same listing from a different account each day has been posting, and it's getting removed every time. So I mean, don't get Switch bundles, I guess, from Vinted, or PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, I guess. Because I see a couple of those I see like a PlayStation 5's been sold for like 120 quid. I'm like, yeah, you ain't, like, now that I've seen this thing with like I mean, yes, one of them could be real, but I mean, I absolutely doubt it. I mean, no one is selling a PlayStation 5 for that much. And no one was really selling a Switch for that much, let's be honest. It was just, I thought that could have been, it was worth taking a punt on, 55 quid. I was okay with that amount of money going if it was a scam, which I shouldn't really say that, but yeah, I was okay with that. But I did get the money back anyway, so it doesn't matter. But what I will say, I've mentioned this in the Forza Horizon video, but I did actually, with that money after I got the refund, is I actually went to CX and I just bought a used PS3 Fat. And you may think, why the hell have I done that? Because I actually already have a PS3 Slim. And obviously I'm doing Ratchet and Clank on it right now. I've done other games on it before on the channel, so why have I bought another PS3? I mean, there's nothing wrong with my PS3 Slim. I just bought the PS3 Fat because, and the thing is, it's not even like a PS2 compatible model. There was only one of those. I love this shot, by the way. That was, I can't believe I electrocuted both of them and killed them that way. That was great. Anyway, so yeah, I got PS3 Fat for the purposes, really, of modifying it, like putting some custom firmware on it. The PS3 Fat models, they can all run custom firmware. The PS3 Slims and the Super Slims, unfortunately, they can run custom firmware, but they can only run what's called hybrid custom firmware, which isn't, like, it isn't great, because it technically means that Sony can still detect it, because it's not fully, from what I understand, like, Sony can still detect it, sort of. I mean, if you really don't connect it to the internet, I mean, I guess they can't, but, like, what I'm saying is if you connect it to the internet at all, they're going to be able to detect it, whereas one running full custom firmware, you can completely disconnect yourself from PlayStation Network and all that. So that's great. I mean, I'm not going to take this thing online anyway. I mean, I haven't used my actual account on the thing. It's just something I want to mess with. I mean, I do like messing with custom firmware on consoles. I mean, it's a bit of a nerdy thing to do, but I have it on my Wii U, I have it on my Wii, I have it on my PSP. To be honest, I'd love to do it on an Xbox 360, but the problem with the Xbox 360 is you can't soft mod them. They've all got to be like hard modded, unfortunately. So I doubt that's ever going to happen. You know, you have to get something like a JTAG or Reset Glitch Hack, and that's just not something that I don't want to have to buy a whole. I mean, I know I've just bought a PS3 Fat for that, but it's like PS2, you literally just pop a special memory card in there. It works just fine. PSP, I can't remember exactly how you do it. I think, oh, that's it, yeah. You have, like, it just goes on, like, the micro, I was going to call it the micro SD card. No, that's not what PSP uses at all. It's a memory stick duo on the PSP. You plug it in, basically, to your computer, and you just firmware flash it, basically, that way. That's how you do a PSP. I'm pretty sure that's how you do a Vita as well. I don't actually have a Vita. I wanted a Vita, and I've done a Vita once before. I did it for a friend at school. Like, when I had my PSP flashed, when I modified, because this is how long I've had my PSP flashed for. Like, I left school like 10 years ago, and I had my PSP flashed at that point when I was at school, and the Vita was out at this point, but it was just sort of new-ish. It'd been out like 2-3 years at this point, I think, the Vita. When did the Vita come out? Maybe it'd only been out a year or something. When was PS Vita out? Sorry, I'm googling this. When did the PS Vita come out? 2011. Right, that was in Japan. 2012 in North America and Europe. So yeah, actually, it would have probably only been about a year. But yeah, so the PS Vita was out, and my friend was like, and the thing is, I think there was like actual custom firmware for the Vita at that point. If there wasn't, it was like the year after or something, like when we were at sixth form together. But anyway, he wanted his Vita hacked when he saw my hacked PSP. I declined him. I was like, you know, it's totally possible that this thing could get bricked, and I don't want to have to, you know, pay for that. And he, to be fair, I mean, I didn't do it, but to be fair to him, he was like, you know, if it gets bricked, I'll eat the cost. Which, nice of him to do, but I didn't want to do it. We've got a boss battle here. This is a pain, and I came so close to, well, dying. I mean, I did die. This is the third attempt on it that you're seeing. The first one I got right to the end, and then he killed me. And I'll point out at the end what exactly, like, the point where basically I died. At what level his health was on. That, you know, before he, you know, when he killed me. And then the second time, I unfortunately, like, I landed there and it just in front of me, and he just immediately shot me. It just sucked. But yeah, so really this is the second attempt, because that second one, it shouldn't count. I just jumped over the thing and then he immediately killed me. Absolute bullshit. Anyway, hacked console. Well, yeah. Anyway, so Vita, don't have a Vita, but friend wanted me to hack one. Got a hacked way that's soft modded. You just put an SD card in it. That's where I was getting an SD card from. Same with a Wii U. I literally bought the Wii U 2 soft mod. I never had one before, but they're just so, like, I think I've said this before in a Halo commentary, but when I bought the Wii U, here's a surprising thing about the Wii U. Now, I don't know if this is the method, because it was over a year ago now, but I don't believe this is the same method, but the way the method was when I did it is that you had to have a DS game bought off a proper DS game bought off the eShop. Now, here's the thing about the Wii U. Because they recommended, you go for brain training, because that's the cheapest one. It was like $2 or $3 and the equivalent in pounds or whatever. The best selling game on the Nintendo eShop is brain training, and it had been for months, maybe even years at that point. Like, the Wii U, and literally that's all you need to do. You just need that official DS game, and they specifically said one that you're very, very, you know, you're never going to play, because essentially it injects that game on, it forces that game to boot on boot. When you turn the Wii U, how a hacked, like, console works, if you don't know. I mean, aside from the PS2, like, the memory card is in the thing, so it's obviously it's reading the memory card on boot, and then that's what injects the thing, because that's how hacked firmware works mostly. That's how hybrid firmware works. That's what I'm saying with the PS3 Slim. How they work is you need to either, like, get away, like, you basically need to inject it every single time. So you need to either, like, a game or, like, something else that will load, like an app or something that will load, that you hit load and then it will inject that firmware in, and then it will That's how you enable it. Because if you don't, obviously, if you don't do that, the system just acts like a normal system, like you hadn't done anything. Whereas a hard mod is basically where you're soldering actually something onto the actual thing, and that's not what I'll be doing with the PS3. I mean, technically, this custom firmware, it'll be completely replacing the PS3's firmware on it, but it's so. I mean, I guess this is complicated and it's absolutely nothing to do with Halo, but it's just something I wanted to say, basically. I want to explain how that all works. Is like, I guess explaining with the Wii U is basically, yeah, you load up a DS game, or the system automatically loads up the DS game on boot. It's told to do that somehow in instructions. And then every time the system boots up, in the Wii U's case, it will load up brain training, but brain training isn't brain training, it's actually the custom firmware that's actually replacing brain training, and then it loads up the custom firmware on boot, if that makes any sense. Now, I don't exactly know how it's going to work with PS3 full custom firmware, but this is, well, it's about this level that I got him down to this level the first time and then I died, which really sucked. But yeah, I don't know how the full custom firmware on PlayStation 3 works, but I almost got killed there if you think about it, and then I had to shoot him with the shotgun. Like, if I died again at that point, I think I would have screamed and just quit the Let's Play. But I killed him, so I was very, very happy. But yeah, so custom. I don't know how the PlayStation 3's full custom firmware would work, but it's. I think it's just going to completely replace it. Unlike the hybrid firmware. I mean, I don't see why there would be any why there would be a difference between that if it wasn't if there weren't a reason for the difference, if there weren't if there wasn't something like that. So anyway, right, I'm gonna actually try and get back into talking about Halo here. So we killed the monitor, and now we're up here, and there's a couple of jackals, as you can see around here, that are I can't believe I had to chase them. So so annoying. I hate jackals in this game sometimes. And then once you kill them, you think, oh, this level's done. We're gonna get a cutscene. No, that's not what you're gonna get at all. I mean, that's why there was a rocket launcher that you saw earlier. Annoyingly, the rocket launcher doesn't have enough ammo to take out this bloody... But it has enough ammo to take out this Phantom. It just doesn't have enough ammo to take out the rest of them. And also, this one doesn't blow up. That sucked. It disappeared before it blew up. It just disappears. And yet, the other ones that I'm gonna attack here, they will blow up. Yes, so there's two of them attacking me at once, which is just stupid. That's so easy to get killed, and these walls don't really protect you. But we finally got some more rocket launcher out. I don't know if there's another rocket launcher around here. I hope there is. I mean, I only found two. I didn't actually grab it if there was, but anyway, we'll see this explode in a second. There we go. See, it blew up that time. But I only have two, and I missed that one, which sucked. But I need to attack it with other weapons, which is just really stupid when they're when they've got turrets that can fire at you. I assume there must be another rocket launcher somewhere, but I didn't go looking. But yeah, we continue like attacking it. I think I can't remember what, I think we get like one of those shock ones actually. Those shock rifle things. The ones that fire electricity. I might be wrong. But I'm pretty sure we use one of those on it. I'm just I think this is the bit where I was trying to look to see if there's... Or do I use the mauler? I can't remember what I use now. I still can't believe that like it hasn't been blown up yet. Oh, I just used this thing, I guess. For some reason I thought I used the shock rifle. Maybe I run out of ammo on this and then... No, I did actually make it blow up. Okay, I don't know where I got the shock rifle thing from. I mean, this has been about a week since I recorded this. But anyway, I've been Rob being from the Insane Gamers. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy this cutscene.
You sure it's okay if I do this?
If it's safe.
Or you'll delete me, right? Good luck with that. Yes, it worked. No, there's not a problem. 3, 2, 1. We're done.
It's never done.
Explain this to me. I waited 6 months. I've done everything you've asked. I was supposed to be deleted. You're the reason I'm still here. You. All of this, you could not have done it without me. None of it. I trusted you. Why can't you do the same?
You don't understand.
Try me.
Cortana.
He's gone. Dead. All that's left are echoes, and sooner or later they'll be gone too.
Will they?
Are you two alive? All the spiders are shutting down. You did that, right? Did we win or what?
He's ready for pickup. You can leave me here.
I can't do that.
I'm not giving you a choice. Try not to get him killed too.
Okay, let's get out.
Chief? Chief? A Spartan killer. He doesn't stand a chance.
Track it.
Already doing it.
Open a gate. Find somewhere close.
It's not that simple.
Why?
Okay, it's kind of simple, but risky.
We save him or die trying.
There's a pretty high chance that could happen. It's hard to lock down the coordinates.
Do it.